Hey, Hannah, good morning.
Morning.
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. I'm good too. I'm good too. The weather's nice here, and yeah, everything is nice. Everything's nice here. Yeah.
It's evening.
Yeah, it's evening here, but it's still nice. Like, I think after our lesson today, I'm gonna go for a walk outside because it's like the air is very cool and it's quiet and nice. It's really good. So,
Are you
yeah.
feeling not?
What was that?
Not.
Yeah, yeah. hmm yeah, so today's lesson is going to be about spring activities. So we'll just talk about maybe things that people do during the spring in China, and I'll talk about things that people usually do during the spring in America. Okay.
Spring activities like season activities.
Yeah, just like things that people do just when it's spring. So, like, just for example, um, in America, right after winter is spring. So lots of people take use this time to maybe go spend more time outdoors. So lots of people, they go to the park more often, and maybe they have picnics, right? Like there's lots of parks where you can have a picnic on the grass on the field, and then while you have a picnic, maybe you can play frisbee, right? So frisbee is like that circular disc, right? That you just yeah they just throw,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and then you catch it. So some people play frisbee with their dogs. Some play frisbees with their friends or family. Um, Other people play catch with like a baseball, right? Like just like throw the baseball, um, or you can play toss with American football. So the football that looks like an
It's not around. It's
yeah,
like
it's like a spherical shape, and yeah, so they throw it, and so there's lots of games and like activities you can do in the park. Um, let's see, what else do we do? And some people like to maybe some people have a green thumb. So you know what that means when I say green thumb.
green thumb. It's like good job or
Um,
bad.
a green thumb, like the color green, right? It just means that like someone who is good at planting things. So like sometimes when people plant things, um, maybe someone is trying to plant a flower and that flower dies, right? Because they didn't do a good job taking care of the flower. But people with green thumbs, they can plant a flower, take care of it, and then the flower grows big and healthy. So people with green thumbs, they do a good job planting and making sure the plant grows strong and healthy and tall. So
Real green thumb or just a signal that
yeah, yeah. So I think like the phrase green thumb means that, but then I guess like this also means good job. Yeah. So like when you do this, it means good job, but the phrase green thumb means that someone is good at planting um, plants.
so if I am good at planting flowers,
hmm
oh, say you will say you are green thumb.
Oh, Hannah has a green thumb. Yeah. So you have a green
Oh,
thumb. Yeah. 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 So so because of that, now that the weather's better in the spring, because in the wintertime, I guess like you can't really plant things in the winter because, you know, they will die. So lots of people start to plant in the springtime. So some people plant like cherry blossoms, they plant flowers, um, and some people like to plant fruit seeds. So they'll plant like the seeds of like yeah, like apples, oranges, and stuff like that. Um, but some people will actually go to the farms and they'll do um, they'll do like fruit picking. So they'll go and do like apple picking, or they'll do like cherry picking. So they'll pick all the cherries that they can from the farm, and then some farmers they actually let them use the fruits that they picked to make a pie. So you can go to the farm, you can pick as many cherries as you want, and then while you're at the farm, you can actually make a cherry pie and eat it at the farm. So so that's pretty cool.
Make it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
make that and use the things there.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So they have like you can just take it inside and they'll help you make a cherry pie. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
cool.
yeah. So those are just some things that we do in the spring. So I would like to hear some things that you guys do as well.
Yeah, I think for children at
Hmm.
school, I think every school will have a school trip for
Hmm.
every day. They will choose some place like parks or near a lake, and they will have picnic. But at the same time, they will have some activities to, you know, they will invite the children's parents to join them, and
Okay.
they will play games. And these games sometimes are very useful because they connect the children and their parents together
Ah.
because they don't have much time
Okay.
playing together. Even if it is weekend, they don't have time to play together.
So the parents they
So
don't go to work? Like how do the
uh,
parents find time to go to the trips?
yeah, maybe the trip will last for just half of the day, and
Mm.
they will ask half of the day off
Okay.
because one year, one time, it is annually, and um, it's worth it. So they will ask half of the, uh, sometimes in China, two parents, one work in an office or in a government or
Mm-hmm.
in some formal, formal companies, but
Mm-hmm.
one, they are free. Maybe they runs a hotel and maybe runs a restaurant. They
Okay.
have free time,
Right, right,
so
okay.
it's not a problem. Sometimes, some women they don't need to go to work because they take care of their children.
Oh, okay.
Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So like those women, we'll probably call them like like a
Housewife.
housewife. Yeah, housewife. Yeah. Um, yeah. Uh,
And for us, like adults, we usually go out to have just like you said, eating fruits like
mm-hmm.
strawberries. Actually, strawberries usually in March in China. I
Hmm.
think they grow in winter, but they become uh ripe
Ripe.
or
Mm-hmm.
yeah ripe in spring. So
Mm.
we pick strawberry and cherry,
Yeah, yeah.
the the red ones, and they are very sweet. Usually I think in March too.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, we pick fruits, and we have some lakes, and we will go to the lakes and maybe row a boat
Mm-hmm.
and have a barbecue
Okay.
and make something for ourselves.
Okay,
And
nice.
we have some places to go, and we just took pictures and enjoy the fresh air.
Hmm.
Let me think about like my parents, they are old, right?
Hmm.
So they just go outside and they don't have many things to do, and they just play outside and like you. you will go outside
Just
to
walk,
the,
walk outside. Yeah.
I think that's the thing you will do after talking to me.
Yeah, I think I see. I think I'm getting old. I think I'm becoming an old man. Like, just go outside
And
for a
talk
walk.
quickly. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But no, I understand that. That makes lots of sense. That makes lots of sense. And just one little thing, like when you're saying when you're talking about those activities of like things that you do, like say for example going to a lake, you don't have to say we will go to a lake. You can just say like we go to lakes. You don't have to say will.
Yeah.
So you can just say like we go to the lakes and
Oh,
stuff like yeah. Um, yeah, I think like there's different things to do for people of different ages, um, and like I think like the younger you are, the more you want to do activities. Like if you want to go outside and play, and then I guess when you get older, it's more about just like I guess relaxing outside. um,
yeah.
yeah.
Just like to be relaxing and you don't want to do something very challenging.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But especially like because the winter is over now, more people want to go out and exercise. Just like um, because the weather's nicer and summer is right around the corner, so people want to look good for summer, right? So lots of people try to exercise outside. Maybe they jog outside or take a hike or ride a bike, just so that they can keep their body moving, so that when summer comes around, they look good for the summer. So
Yeah.
lots of people do that as well. Um, oh, some people actually go horseback riding too.
Horseback.
Hmm.
Horse.
Horseback, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, just like
horseback.
horse riding, yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
That's good, but we don't have many horses in China.
I see. Yeah.
Live in the north of China, but I live in the south, so
Okay.
we don't have many place.
Ah, like plains. Okay, I see. It's very hilly, right? Many hills over there. I see.
It's hilly here,
Mm,
and
okay.
we will go to a camp.
Hmm.
We go to a camp,
Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 Oh,
and
so
what?
you
Yeah.
you go to you go to a camp for what?
Sometimes we take pictures of the stars with
Hmm.
our cameras. The we will spend like 3 hours waiting for the the how to say English. The star is moving.
Oh, the shooting star. Is it a shooting star?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see that if you are lucky.
Wow.
And when the weather is good,
Hmm.
you will you can take a lot beautiful pictures,
Hmm.
and the stars they are very beautiful. But it is very cold at night. The
Oh,
mo-
I see.
it is very yeah shooting star.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And you can make a fire
Hmm.
and just do the cook some food,
Okay.
cook some food. And we invite our friends to go somewhere together. And maybe there is a lake, so you can go fishing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do that as well. Yeah, we do that as well too. Um,
But it is
it's cold. Yeah, I think
yeah,
like
so
I think yeah for and just like how you said like the different regions of China, like there's different regions of America. So like some springs like for me, like my spring is very warm. It feels almost like summer, but like springs in like the northeast and the northwest of America are always, I guess, colder. So they probably don't have a lot of activities that they can do outside. Um, so like maybe it's still cold in the northern parts of America. Um, so I think like they still have like lots of rain, and we get rain, but we don't get rain too often. Um, but and also the pollen, right? So lots of people, because spring and like the flowers are blossoming and stuff like that. Lots of pollen is in the air, and it makes people allergic. So lots of people have allergies during the spring. So it's really interesting because some parts of America you don't really see a lot of pollen, but in other parts there's so much pollen. Like I think where I live, I've never seen this before, but like the whole like if you go outside, everywhere is green, green like the sky is green, the floor is green, like even on your car it'll be covered in green pollen. And I was shocked because like I've never seen that before ever in my life, because I used to live in New York, and then I moved down to North Carolina. So now I'm in the south of America, and I've never seen that before in New York, and this is my first time seeing it. Like, and it was crazy. It was scary. Like, it was like I was scared to breathe, because like it was like a lot. It was a lot of pollen. Um, I've never
I
seen that before.
Yeah, pollen is something like in the middle of the flower and make you feel allergic.
Yeah, exactly. Pollen. It's like like when the plants want to, I guess, uh, um, when the plants.
Fertilize,
What was that?
fertilize.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. When they want to fertilize, then they let their pollen go, right? So they let their pollen go, and then the air will just like blow it and try to find another plant so that they can fertilize the plant. Um, so yeah, that's what happens, and it was. I've never seen that before. I think like I don't know.
You
I don't
should
know.
wear a
I
mask.
wear a mask. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think
because
like
you will fall ill. You
yeah.
may get
hmm
um,
I think like I was walking outside for like maybe 5 minutes, and then when I got inside, my bag was green. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" My bag was green. My shoes were green. I was like, "No, this is insane. This is crazy." Um, so yeah, I've never seen that before. So has does that happen like in China? Maybe not, right? That.
we have pollen flowers,
hmm
and we regard it as beautiful things. I'm not sure it is pollen, but it's flowers
hmm
because we have many kinds of pink flowers, like purple flowers, and when it is between spring and summer,
Mm.
the flowers will fall
Oh,
and
okay.
the seeds will stay.
Mm.
So it is between it change the season, the flowers will everywhere. Just like
Mm.
you say,
Yeah.
you stay outside and then your head will be covered with flowers. And
Okay. So is it like the petals, right? The flower petals fall off?
it's a whole flower, but it is small, like one snail.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very small. Uh, I think Japan they also have. Do you know Japan? The flower in Japan it is little pink. I don't
Is it
know. It's
the
in
is it the cherry blossoms maybe? It's the pink one,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
It includes cherry, but we have more kinds of
Oh, the
flowers,
different types. Okay.
different types. But all of them are small, and they
Mm.
will maybe you can see like I will send you a picture and
Yeah.
you will
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Like they and they only bloom for maybe only like a few days, maybe like
15 days or
yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly, like 2 weeks, and then they just die. So then all of the leaves just fall off. I know that. Yeah.
But we don't have what you said, the
Yeah.
pollen
The po-
everywhere.
yeah, I like yeah, I don't recommend. I don't recommend. So if you ever go to America or come to America, don't come to North Carolina in April. Yeah, come after April. After April you can come, but not in April. It's
But
bad.
can I tell that you have good environment because you have lots of plants?
Yeah, exactly. We have many like it's just ridiculous how many trees we have. We have so many trees, lots of plants, and I think like you know we don't have that many roads. We try to have very little cars driving on the road, so not many cars drive on the road, and we have lots of trees. So it is.
Yeah,
I think it's a good environment.
it is good place to live.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very nice.
Let's see. So, and then I think like so like you were talking about some things that people do maybe near the lake, and like I think I don't know like some people try to do like maybe water sports. So some sports would be like canoeing, like you know you get on the boat and you just canoe through the lake. Um, like you know what canoeing is, right? It's like that. It's a very narrow. It's a slim boat, right? Slim boat. Yeah,
Yeah,
very skinny boat. Um,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, and then you just like canoe. Um, and lots of people like flying kites in the spring, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's just a nice breeze, nice cool breeze that you can use to fly kites.
Yeah, and we are in water. There is another kind of water sport.
Hmm.
Uh, it is not a sport. I think it is something interesting and dangerous. In China, some I think you have the same one, but in China maybe it is more dangerous.
Hmm.
The water is very quick, and there are very many rocks in the water,
Many rocks,
and
right? Rocks.
yes,
Uh huh.
two people in one boat.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
boat with air in it. How to describe the boat?
I know
It
what you're
is
talking about. It's a raft. So that's the kind of boat. So it's a raft. Um,
yeah,
um, I think it's white water rafting. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, white
one
water
water.
rafting. Yeah, so that's when you're like go like you're in the boat, and then like you know you guys are like going very fast down the water, right? And it's exciting.
It's round.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm. Hold on. Let me share my screen, and I'll show you. I think this is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Oh, look at this guy. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think like I've never done it before, but I've never done that before. But I definitely that looks fun, but scary at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think
I
like
did
yeah. Go ahead.
I did it twice, and
Really?
yeah, I almost lost my life during the winter time. Yeah, that's the raft.
Mm-hmm.
It turned up
Upside down.
upside down, and I was like 1 meter deeper beneath the water, and
Wow.
I cannot swim. I cannot swim, but
Oh.
I'm nervous. I do not how to save myself. And
Wow.
thank God, he saved me and my friend.
Wow.
And it is very, and it's like the time between life
Eh,
or death.
That yeah. So you're telling me that after that experience, you did it again after that?
Yes, because in China, we have many safeguards
Mm-hmm.
along
Okay.
the way. Like 100 meter, we have one
Okay.
safeguard,
Mm-hmm.
and your wrap upside down,
Mm-hmm.
it will save you. But it depends on the situation. I think maybe many one or two people will die of this activity every
Wow.
year. Yeah.
Wow. Phew. That's scary.
But I think if the God, the God, thinks it is your time to go away,
Mm-hmm.
even if you stay at home, you will die.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't worry about
yeah.
being sick.
Yeah, yeah, I see. I see. All right. Yeah, I think and other things that people like to do are go on spring break vacations. So, like we have lots of festivals for spring break, and there's always like a spring break festival going on like everywhere around America. So like, just like a few weeks ago, there was a festival where like we had lots of musicians come to North Carolina, and then even in May, there's going to be another spring break festival in New York, and then there was just another one in California like 2 weeks ago. So just like spring is a great time for people to have festivals, like spring break vacation festivals. So yeah, there's always some type of spring break festival going on, and it's usually like a music festival. So the one in North Carolina I went to, and it was amazing. I loved it. I loved it so much. Yeah.
Different states have different times for spring break.
Yeah, yeah. Different states have different times for spring breaks. Yeah, like it is different times, but it's very close. So even though it's different times, like it's not a big difference in time. It's probably like 1 week difference. Yeah,
1 week. Wow,
yeah.
we don't have breaks in spring.
Hmm. Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
There's lots of
3 days at most.
3 days at
But
most.
yeah, but it is not in spring. It is in May.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah. You told me about it, right? The memorial.
No,
No.
Labor
Labor. Yeah. Labor Day. Yeah. Yeah.
Day. Yes, May the 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then we have ours the last week of May. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Uh,
even though like different states have different times for the spring break festival, some people will still take time off of work to maybe fly to a different state for a different festival. So
oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
you have more free time. Maybe I think developed country they have more breaks and
yeah,
holiday than developing countries like China.
yeah, yeah. I agree. But China, what? You guys are very developed already. I
In
think
some areas, but
yeah.
in the
All
whole
right.
extent, we are also developing.
Hmm.
Can I ask you a question, Ron?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hi, hi. Can you
Yep.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. I want to know that how many words do the normal person know? The
Ooh,
average,
the average. So, how many words does the average American know? That's a good question. I think I'm gonna do some research on that, and I'll let you know, because I don't even know how many words like the average adult American should know. But I don't think it's a lot because there's not a lot of um educated Americans. So I would say like most Americans aren't that smart. So maybe back in the day, maybe 10, 20 years ago, the average American knew a lot of words. But now it's probably less now because I think
right?
I think that people have gotten less educated, over the years. It's just because like everything's easier now, like you can like find everything you need on the internet. So you don't really need to know a lot of things, right? Because if you don't know it, then just look on the internet and then the internet will tell you what it is, right? So I think like now a lot of people rely on the internet a lot more than we did before. So I think it's made a lot of people less educated.
Wow, that's sad. But I think it is not Americans' problem. I think it is a problem for every country,
I
even
agree.
China.
I agree. I agree. But there's nothing we can do. I think like it's just gonna keep. It's just this trend is gonna keep going and going for a long time. I think it's just gonna be a lot of people are going to become more and more dependent on um, the internet, and it's going to have a bad effect on people's ability to live without the internet. Because I feel like a lot of people, I think that there's a lot of people today who cannot live without the internet. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot without internet.
I, I think I think I can live without the internet, but like it's the internet is good for me because I get to communicate with people across the world, right? So that's one good thing about the internet that I like. But there's lots of other bad things about the internet that I don't like. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So make good use of it and use it reasonably.
yeah, that's great. That's a great thing.
Okay.
All right, Hannah. Great conversation today. This is awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you so much, Ryan.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Hannah. Well,
Will you be free next week?
next week, yeah, I think me and you have another class next week.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
All
Bye bye.
right. See you. I'm gonna go for my walk now.
Oh, yeah, that's good. And enjoy your night.
All right. Thanks. You
Have
too.
a
Bye.
bye.